Welcome back to Final Fantasy X-2, the second playthrough. We're still in Chapter 3 at the moment, and I've made sure that Shinra...
Chest.
Yeah. Look, this is an alternate timeline, and like halfway through the game, I'm not going to pick up every goddamn chest. Anyway, I had to make sure Shinra dropped a comm sphere in that very specific spot.
Forgive me, I have to return to my duties.
And there's poor Yaibel, reprimanded for being so nice to us, which kind of sucks.
When you're in a group, you can't put yourself first.
There don't seem to be many fiends. I guess we can go.
Lady Yuna, there is something I would like to ask you. That is, if you don't mind speaking with someone in the Youth League.
Of course I don't mind. What is it?
As you are probably aware, we have not heard from Maven Nuge, our leader, in some time.
So I think this scene, or the rest of this scene, plays out the same way it does whether or not you're with the Youth League. So I think this is the game's way of establishing that, regardless of who you stick with, the problems that Spira goes through still
remain the same.
Yeah, they remain the same in that regard. So yeah.
So with Nuge and Barreleye and that missing.
Yeah. Anyway, this is after Garrick's like, I'm gonna go ahead and kill all those damn Guado. This is what happens if you say no.
Let Ronso deal with Ronso problems? I see you've made up your mind.
I love how Pain just doesn't care.
She's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Your problem, I guess, Ronzo. So, moving on to Chapter 4. Let's have a little watch of these comm spheres, keeping in mind that the Youth League don't like us. So this time, instead of Bevel fucking with our sphere, Mushroom Rock has now taken our comm sphere and pelted it into the sea.
Nice.
Nice one. But we get some Bevel scenes, which we didn't get before.
You let a child get past you?
Get owned, suckers!
Who you calling a child? Kindergartens!
That's great.
You gotta keep in mind, Passe was a guardian, so he's probably strong as hell despite being a kid. He's clearly strong enough to take down a group of trained military adults, so, yeah. Oh yeah, so yeah, look at these, look at Macalania Woods. Just a couple of
Ronzo, just chilling.
Couple of Ronzo having a little bit of a little stroll through the woods.
Yeah, it's just, casual stroll through the woods. It's not like it's anything bad.
Yeah, what could possibly... Oh, look, the background's getting a little dark, isn't it? Getting a little red. With the spilled blood of all the Guado who are currently being genocided. They are literally all being killed off.
Okay.
This is what your neglect does.
What's this thing? Boom! Whoa!
This is called a comm sphere. Shinra invented it.
Yeah! When I grow up, I want to build cool stuff too. Just like Mr. Shinra. I'm just a kid. You're Shinra? Just a kid? Just a kid. With some practice, anybody can make one of these. Even me? You've got plenty of time to learn.
I genuinely do like how supportive and friendly Shinra is to other kids.
Anyone else is just a dick.
Yeah, to most adults he's a kind of a dick, but yeah, he's like, you imagine most kids with that level of intellect would be kind of up themselves, but Shinra is super friendly, and I respect him for that. Anyway, this is how we play the Mihen High Road mystery mission thing to pin my favourite victim, or victim? Culprit. To pin my favourite culprit. Not the one that gets you the 100%, but the one that seems the most correct to me. So, yeah, we start off up here, and we catch Rin and this lady here messing about with the robot. When they realise you're watching them, they're like, oh, better go do something else. Keeping in mind, you could still pin, like, Riku, Callie, Prophet, guy wearing blue walks around the high road, a chocobo eater. You can still pin all of the other culprits.
Yeah.
But if you're following these very specific moves, though, you'll get the culprit that I want. You can probably guess who it is. People aren't daft. Here we are. Just this is just to help move things onto the next phase. It's not me doing the main bulk of it yet. That'll come later.
It seems we are getting closer to the heart of the matter. Perhaps further investigation will yield the clues we need.
Now we're on phase 3. This is where things get interesting. So, what we do now is we go back to the hover crash site, which is not what I did before. And you call him back. And he notices something extra. There's trauma on the side of the hover, so that would be a chocobo eater, yeah, with something having punched it, yeah. But then we come back to the travel agency, and we go back to the crash site again. We start doing very erratic movements now. We're not playing a way that's actually going to finger anybody in particular.
Did it break?
Yeah. More so what we're doing is we're trying to irritate Rin. That's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to irritate Rin. So we're having him run back and forth now. But when we come up here, we see him faffing around with the hover. And then we call him up. So get him away from it. And you see him proper bolt it. All the way up. All the way over.
I am terribly
And he's clearly flustered because he's not expecting us to do this. He's like, wait, no, stop it. Now this is where things get really fun. We now go to the ruins. And we call him to the ruins. And he's like, there's nothing here. Then you wait 30 seconds and you call him back to the ruins again. And he's like, no, there's nothing here. Leave me alone.
So you're just doing it just to wind him up?
You just keep coming back here and you keep calling him here. Just to wind him up, yes. That is the goal. At this point, Rin is like, yeah, everything is fine here. Stop it. Nothing is here. Help me find a culprit. And you're just like, nope.
Where's Rin? He's not coming.
Maybe he's mad at us.
I mean, I would be too. And yeah, in case you're wondering, this is massively an Ultimania puzzle. No one in their right mind would think to do this, but yeah, that's how you pin my favorite suspect or culprit. I keep saying yeah, that's how you pin the favorite culprit.
Yeah.
So here we go. I clearly don't watch enough detective dramas because I always get the terminology mixed up when talking about this sort of thing. I've not gotten around to watching that new Poirot thing that everyone's going on about.
Oh, what, the Murder on the Orient Express?
Yeah. Is that
I ain't
Poirot?
even seen it. Yeah, that's Poirot, yeah.
Oh, cool.
This chocobo was being employed to power a ferry boat, so I purchased him.
What did you find out about the Machina incidents?
I have deduced that both the hover incident and the malfunctioning Machina drones were accidents.
And what caused these accidents?
I am trying to clear that matter up. I asked my assistants to inspect our Machina some time ago.
An inspection? I had heard that it was an experiment.
So that was from chapter 1. That
Oh,
one NPC we
yeah.
talked to was important.
Yes, while performing maintenance to keep the Machina under control, we also experimented with upgrading them.
But you still couldn't control them.
True, but
How about this? The modified Machina that went haywire might have been what attacked the hover. What's more, synchronized Machina always act in unison.
I love that this is Yuna completely outsmarting him.
All the high roads
It's great.
Something strange happened while we were investigating. Someone cut off our comm sphere's transmission.
It broke?
No, it was broken. We could see the culprit through a separate comm sphere. Rin, it was you.
Dun dun.
Slimy bastards.
That's when I realized you never intended to catch the culprit. When I think about it, I've seen you on the high road a number of times now. Once before the Machina started acting strange, and then again after the incident was over. But before I could talk to you, you vanished, as if you didn't want to be seen. When the hover was destroyed, you knew the upgraded Machina were behind it. But then, when you tried to investigate, they all rebelled at once. So, you went around dismantling the rogue Machina. Yes, while we were busy fighting them. Then, you slipped away just as everything was settling down. I am right, aren't I?
Chapter 3, where he walked in the building and he walked out.
Oh yeah.
It's literally it's all important. It all comes together perfectly.
You put the investigation in our hands because we were amateurs. You hoped we would botch the case.
And that you could pin it on someone such as Riku or Callie or a Chocobo Eater, anybody else. So I feel like this is canonically the true one. Because it all kind of all works perfectly, and it explains everything, and it's not in a weird, goofy way like the Riku one was,
Yeah.
where it was all like happy accidents.
Danger. People would fear them and stop using them.
So Yevon's not alone in sweeping things under the rug.
I firmly believe that Machina are an indispensable part of Spira's development. Even if there is another incident, I intend to conceal the evidence.
You really think people will follow you that way?
I am not alone in my thinking. We are researching ways to extract the vast energy that sleeps in Spira and use it to power Machina.
Again, the fucking Shinra shit.
Take that.
The Final Fantasy VII
Yeah,
Shinra
that's what I was about to thinking, yeah? Like, what?
Rita's actually kind of fucking evil. And he just kind of strolls the fuck off, and we never address that. I feel like if there's any villain, if Final Fantasy X-3 is as confirmed as my brother has hinted that it might be, I feel like Rin is going to be a major part.
Do you think he'd be the main antagonist?
Possibly. With behaviour like that, I could kind of see it. Anyway, yeah, Guado. They got killed, or they killed themselves. And then this Guado here goes off to kill herself as well.
Better that they passed on to the far plane than wandered Spira unsent.
It's really fucking dark if you don't do that one mission with Garrick. You really should go and kill Garrick. Because he's kind of the worst. And yeah, that is the alternate timeline for you.
Jesus Christ.
It's something. So,
Genocide, yay!
to end this episode off, I'm going to introduce a little something to you. Something we could have done in the first playthrough, but I wasn't going to. And the reason why will be made apparent. This right here is in Bevelle and is the entrance to the Via Infinito. Now, all of you Zelda fans out there may remember the Cave of Ordeals or the Savage Labyrinth, you know, the super hard bonus dungeons. Or to give a more accurate comparison, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, Pit of 100 Trials.
Oh, okay.
If you know that one.
Yeah, I've heard you talking about it.
Yeah. This is 10-2's version of that. I've never beaten it. I've not once in my life beaten this thing. It is too hard.
Jesus.
This is going to be the first time I take this thing on and beat it. And it's for the LP purposes. Strictly for LP purposes, I'm going to beat this thing.
Oh, sorry.
Fast in a year, you are.
Who are you?
This place was long sealed away until a man named Tremor came and unlocked its secrets. Into the depths, alone he descended. Never did he return to the light.
Nice story.
About this Tremor, he... Hasty? Let's get out of here. Okay.
Let's go pick up another Crimson Sphere that's just kind of lying there. We will watch it later, I can promise you that. In fact, we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. Let's push through this place. So this is 100 floors long. You can encounter every single fiend in the game here, save 2 or 3 of them. And it starts off crazy easy, like you're fighting enemies from Besaid in Chapter 1, and you one-shot them. By the end... Oh my god, the difficulty.
Fucking Tombury just chilling there.
Well, you can kill a Tombury in like 2 or 3 hits at this point, but it's the Mega Tomburys you should worry about. The Tomburys that can do, I think it's about 20,000 damage a hit to a team of level 100 characters.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're the ones you should worry about. Anyway, yeah, this place gets disgustingly hard.
You're chilling. You're running around with a chocobo now.
Yeah. Just for funsies. Yeah, it's 20 floors long, and a lot of this place is just long corridors with unskippable random encounters that can't be mitigated with the charm bangle.
Okay.
And sometimes even overworld encounters. You'll see Tomburys or Mega Tomburys or Greater Drakes just kind of
just chilling. You know, like why not?
Bopping about, and usually if you bump into them, you're kind of fucked. So, yeah, try to avoid enemies as much as you can. Anyway, 19 floors later, or 18, 19 floors later, we get to floor 20.
Bonk.
Enemies are still kind of easy. I'm still kind of wrecking them with my fairly high level characters. There is Buddy, by the way. Yep, fighting with his big wrench, which is awesome. He is one of the fan favourites, one of the voted for characters. Here's Cloister 20. Guess who we meet here?
Oh!
This motherfucker. Didn't expect to see him again, did you?
No.
He's unsent?
Who would have sent him? Seymour murdered him. Why would he send him? He's a fiend now.
He's Uncle Boris.
He's not Uncle Boris. He's Uncle Micah. Uncle Boris's little brother. So yeah, here... Well, actually the fiend is called Arania, but I'd like to think this is Uncle Micah. We fucked him up pretty damn easy, because we're all pretty strong, which is good. But for beating him, we get... the last Crimson Sphere. We could go to the Den of Woe now. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to come back here and beat the other 80 floors.
Oh, can you actually just jump down to the 20th floor now?
Yes, yeah, you can come out and back.
Oh,
you can
okay.
resume from the last floor you got to.
I knew it.
So, yeah, next episode we're going to watch every Crimson Sphere back to back.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yep. And then we are going to take on the Den of Woe. See you then.